freaking palette, you guys. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as I'm sure you guys can tell by the name of this video, it is going to be yet another tutorial, and this is a requested tutorial, and it's specifically on one palette, and it is the Natasha Denona bronze palette. And I am super excited to talk about this, to play with it. Well, I was excited to play with it because, as you guys can tell, I already did. But I have had a few people ask me to review and do a couple tutorials on this palette, and so that's exactly what today's video is going to be. I honestly struggled because all of the colors are just so beautiful and so up my alley. I really just get your words out, Iman. I really did struggle with figuring out what I wanted to do today because I just love every single one of these shades. I can't even begin. I'm going to show it upside down so you guys, I don't blind you with the mirror, but these shades, you guys, tell me these are not so freaking beautiful. Like all of it, the shimmers, the mattes, the darks, the lights, the burgundies, the golds, like I need to calm down because this palette is getting me really, really excited. But anyways, I am just super excited to talk about it, play with it, have it, include it into my collection. I just love it. I love it. So if you guys would like to see how I achieve this look and what I think of this palette, then please keep watching. I honestly, I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know what look we're going to be doing today. I'm just going to be winging it. That's usually how things go on my channel. We're always just winging it. But yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. These rose gold colors, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so hard to show you guys this palette. But these three, and my nail is jacked up. Anyways, so these three colors look really, really nice. So this one, and this one, what colors are these? Alloy, Silk, and True Bronze just look so pretty, and I definitely want to dive into that. But then also High Degree looks so pretty, and I definitely want to get, okay, can we focus? High Degree, yeah. I definitely want to play with that one too. I don't know, they're all so pretty, and I'm kind of geeking out right now because I don't know what I want to play with. But anyways, I'm gonna stop talking. Let's just start. Okay, I totally lied. I'm totally gonna stick to this side of the palette because you know what? These burgundies and these shades are just calling my name right now and they're speaking to me. So that's the direction I think I'm gonna take this look today. And I'm gonna start with, of course, a transition shade as always. That is always my first step if I can find the right brush. I'm gonna mix a little bit of Sundown and a little bit of Ridge into my crease just to use as my transition shade. Ooh, these colors are so oh my gosh, this mirror, it's everything. Okay, let me zoom in so you guys can see. Oh my gosh, these colors are so pigmented. They're so pigmented. Ooh. And now I'm just going, I'm not putting too much color. These, you guys, these shades are so pigmented. I barely dabbled my brush into the shades and look at the color payoff that we're getting already. I'm super impressed. And so far, it's blending really, really well. And again, I'm just gonna be applying this into the crease and just buffing it out and blending it into our inner corner just a little bit, not too much. And then just buffing it out everywhere else. Oh my gosh. Just the shades alone, I'm loving this. Okay, Natasha Denona. This is my first Natasha Denona palette, which is kind of crazy. I can't believe this is my first one. But honestly, you guys, I've just been such a Morphe person, and it was really hard for me to get into other palettes because they're so affordable and they're so good quality palettes for the price that I've always gone to Morphe palettes. But I do want to start branching out and using different things, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to start getting palettes and trying the new palettes that are coming out. So that's exactly what I'm going to start doing, and this is my first one, and I'm so impressed. Ooh, that blended so nicely. And then I'm just going to take it up towards our brow just a little bit, just to make sure everything's blended. Alright, now I'm going to do the same thing to this eye. Oh my god, these pigments. Okay, you guys, it is definitely worth the price tag. I've only played, this is just 2 colors in so far, and I am really impressed. And now just taking a smaller brush, I'm going to use the same colors and do the same thing into the inner corner. Ooh, actually, that brush is a little too dense for me in the direction I want to go. So I'm going to use a little bit more of a fluffier brush and just buff it out. Alright, so that color is on both of our eyes for now. Then I'm going to go in with, again, a smaller crease brush. And then we're going to go in with the shade Suntan. We're going to put this shade into our crease with a smaller crease brush. And we're just going to be deepening up what we've already done and making it a little bit more dramatic. And really carving out that crease. Freaking pigment on these shadows, I'm honestly so impressed. This is the first thing, like I said, I'm honestly really like shocked that this is the only thing I have from Natasha Denona, and I have a feeling I'm about to go crazy and black out on Sephora just getting everything from Natasha Denona because I am seriously obsessed right now. Then I'm just gonna use a clean brush just to buff everything out and blend that suntan shade into the other two shades that we applied previously. And then bringing it down to our lash line as well. Now we're kind of just marrying the two shades together, making sure there's no harsh lines. There's literally like absolutely no fallout from these shadows. Like, I'm so impressed. So when your fingers and hands are starting to hurt, then you know you're doing a good job with your blending and you're on the right track. So my fingers feel like they want to fall off. And now we're gonna do the, again, same thing to the inner corner. We're basically now just connecting the outer corner with the inner corner. And again, using that blank brush just to blend everything out. It's literally like everything other look at my channel. It's the same thing, super repetitive. You're just building it up. You want to go slow. You don't want to put too much color at one time and then try and fix the mistake. That's much harder than just taking your time and building up the color slowly as you go. So I don't know if anyone else has this problem, but my left eye is a completely different shape than my right eye, and it makes it so much harder to make my eyeshadow look, you know, like a butterfly. I want it to look exactly the same, and it takes so much more time to work on my right eye than it does on my left eye because the crease is just not the same. I literally have to build my own crease and make it look natural. So now to, again, deepen up the crease, we're going to be using, what shade is this? So we're going to be using the shade Magma right over here to, again, deepen up the crease and do the exact same thing that we've just been doing. This is the last shade that we're going to use to deepen up our crease, so make it count. I'm just going to do a little bit at this point because then we're going to put the color on our lid and then we're going to go back with Magma. So I just want to put a little bit. And I feel like these shades, if you have brown eyes, just make the brown in your eyes just pop so much. Now I'm going to take a much smaller brush and take that magma and take it into the inner corner, just being very, very light-handed since it is a much darker shade. Okay, so now that we're done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and skip the lid for now, just because personally I have really small lids. So I have like hooded eyes. So once I open them, this part transfers onto this part. It's not fun, it's not cute. So I'm gonna save the lid part for last, and now I'm gonna skip on over to my lash line, and I'm just gonna smoke it out just a little bit. Do we wanna do a liner today? I do want to do a liner. So for liner today, I'm going to be using Costa Riche by MAC, and it's just this brown chocolatey shade. I love it. It's beautiful with these kinds of looks when you're using burgundies and reds. Perfect, perfect shades, especially if you have brown eyes as well. It really makes your brown eyes pop. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on off camera, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I applied that, super messy, no rhyme or reason to that, because we're just gonna go ahead and smudge it out. And I'm gonna go ahead and use, what brush do I want to use? So we're gonna use that suntan shade and just smudge that out, and connecting it to the eyeshadow. I'm loving it already. This eye was tearing up earlier, so I'm trying to be a little bit on the gentle side. And then taking the shade Deep Dive, if we can focus, it's this dark black shade over here. It has just a little bit of shimmer in it, and I think just to make it even more pigmented in the black tones, but it's a matte shade. So I'm gonna take that on a little pencil brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and tightline that on my waterline. A little bit of fallout this time, but it's okay. Just go ahead and sweep it off. All right. Now just taking suntan, and I'm gonna smudge out that waterline just a little bit more. I'm liking her already. Now for the lid shade, and I don't know what shade I want to use for my lid. Ooh, this is a tough one. So I'm just gonna swatch it out. Okay, so I figured out what shade I want to use on my lid. So we're gonna go ahead and use Silk for our lid shade, and it's just so beautiful. I'm not even gonna talk about it because you guys will see in just a minute. But I'm just using a flat top brush. So I'm gonna be setting my brush when applying the Silk shade, and I'm gonna be using the new Morphe setting spray I just got, which is the Luminous Setting Spray. It is the, okay, camera, we're over here. It's the Dewy setting spray that they just came out with. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray this onto my brush. Smells like coconuts. I like that. All right, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and go into the shade. Oof. Tap off the excess and then just go right on in. All right, that might have not been the right brush. All right, let's try that again. I'm gonna use a synthetic, a flat top brush. You know what? I think a good old finger is gonna do the trick. And I have, like I said, hooded eyes, so I tend to keep the shade a little low. Ooh, like, can you guys see that? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit of fallout now with the glitter shades, which is completely, like, expectable. Go in with a little bit more. Those shades, like, it just looks foiled, like, so beautiful. All right, now I'm gonna take one of those brushes and try and go into the inner corner. Now I'm gonna go back in with Magma, and deepen it up a little bit. That's so pretty. I am so into this. Good job, you man. We did, you know, it's always when you wing it when it turns out the best. Like, that just looks so pretty. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye this time. I'm just like covered in shadow over here, you guys. You have no idea. Those shimmer shades are no joke. This is gonna be like my go-to. Can it be fall already? Can it be fall already? I'm ready. I'm ready. There's just nothing better than just a bronzy look. Oh, I'm so feeling this. All right, so now we're pretty much done with the look. The only last thing I'm gonna do is do my brow highlight, and I've used every color, not every color, but everything that I've done on this eyeshadow look, I've used this palette, but I'm gonna go ahead and use one other palette, and of course it's a Morphe palette, just to do my brow highlight, just because I've been loving this shade for my brow highlight. And it is from the Jaclyn Hill palette. This is the first volume 1, and I'm gonna be using this shade right over here. I think this is called In Light, and I'm just gonna be popping that right into my brow highlight. I totally spaced out for a sec. Little guy flying around. Oh my gosh. I'm literally covered in eyeshadow, you guys. I can never do... Oh, I'm just a mess. I'm just a mess. I'm a mess. Back to the makeup. We're just going to throw a little bit of this, a little bit of this right there just to make it pop. And as you guys can see what I mean, my lid transfers on up here just because I have hooded eyes. If you guys don't have hooded eyes, this will not happen to you. But if you do, you guys understand my struggle. And this is usually why I don't ever wear eyeshadow, or not eyeshadow, but why I never wear like shades on my crease, especially glittery, shimmery shades. They always transfer and I just hate it. It drives me insane, but I did it for the sake of this video, and I really love this look. I'm gonna find ways around this. We're gonna figure it out, but either way, it still looks good. Like, this is a lot better on this eye, but this eye just like transfers like no other. I don't know. I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna zoom this out just a little bit because we're done with our eyeshadow. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw on some lashes, and then we'll be done. I'll come back on so we can do our lip, and well, we'll see. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm gonna throw on some lashes. You guys, how easy was that look? It was like, we did it in like 2 minutes. So easy, right? Just kidding. But yes, we are all done with this look. I couldn't be happier with the way it turned out, and I couldn't be happier with this freaking palette, you guys. Like, I don't know what took me so long. I mean, honestly, like, I don't know, this might be a bad thing because these palettes are pretty pricey. They're $65 each. Actually, I don't know about each because I know this one is $65, and I know she has a bunch of different other ones, different tones. She has ones that have more shades, and I know they can go all the way up to like the hundreds area, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But for this palette, the bronze palette, I am just so obsessed with it, you guys. I am not putting this thing down for a while, so I hope you guys are ready for a bunch of tutorials using this palette, or just having these shades on my lids for at least until December, I want to say, because these are like, I know this is perfect summertime, and this is seriously perfect for winter and fall. I love the way the shadows were blending. It's extremely pigmented. You get a bang for your buck. It's really worth the $65 price tag. I definitely, for one, will be repurchasing way more, and I want to try out a bunch of her palettes and a bunch of her different products, because I did mention this is my very first Natasha Denona anything in my collection, so I'll definitely be playing a lot more with this guy. I hope you guys like this tutorial. I had a lot of fun creating this look, and I will definitely be doing it again. Let me know in the comments below if there's any other palettes that you guys want me to try, or any other makeup that you guys want me to try in general. You guys know I'm always all for throwing my money at makeup and just trying whatever you guys want me to try, because It's what makes everything so fun. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video and for being a part of my channel. I am really thankful, and thank you for all of you guys that stuck around. I know I've been a little bit MIA lately, but I am back in a good headspace, and I know I said that this last video, but I truly am in a good headspace. I started working out again, eating healthy, and just getting back into my routine. So you'll see a lot more of me and a lot more looks and a bunch of other things, vlogs, whatever. We'll get into a bunch of different videos. And yeah, thank you guys just so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys already know the drill. I sound like a broken record, but give it a thumbs up if you did, and always subscribe. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye guys.